Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a Forex trading tutorial. I'm using the Platinum Forex trading bundle, and I'm using quite a lot of the indicators in there. The indicators in that bundle are available individually as well, but I just wanted to go through a long-term play on US dollar, Japanese yen on the daily time frame using that Platinum, because there are multiple trading opportunities for these long-term plays. So I'm going to show you around the chart first and explain what everything is. So we've got two what we call Ema Clouds here, and when we're on the daily time frame we look at an 89, which is in the purple, and a 55, which is in the grey. So these are used for trade management, but also for that non-linear support for a wave 4 pullback on using the Elliott Wave indicator suite. So that's those these here where I just where I'm clicking with the mouse. There's the purple, there's the grey. Okay, the next thing is you can see this cloud, this green cloud on the screen there. That's a divergence cloud, and that's used for confirmation of signals, if you like. So whether that's an Elliott Wave, an xBratAlgo, or harmonics. Harmonics are not included in this particular video because there was no harmonic pattern. So you know, you just can't use all the tools in the toolbox at the same time, and there will be opportunities on smaller time frames to use that harmonic pattern, or even on this time frame on different instruments. So then if we just zoom in on the chart a little bit, a lot to do with the Elliott Wave indicator suite. Part of this bundle is getting the wave count right, identifying the lows. So the lows are obvious on the daily time frame. Once we start to push up through these Ema clouds, we've got a low, and to actually identify that low, if I just move that out of the way for a second, we can literally left click on our mouse, press F5, and it isolates the start of that low, and then we get the wave count, the 1, the 2, the wave 3, and the very important wave 4 pullback, because that's what we're really interested on the Elliott Wave here. So this wave 4 pullback is really the key, because we are going to trade that fifth wave. Now, some of the things we need to do is measure the performance of this wave 4. So one of the things we see here, the wave 4 in the linear probability pullback zones, it finds support in the amber zone. So these are automatic. So the wave 4 finds support in that amber zone. It prints an automated fifth wave target zone when we've printed the wave 4. The next thing is we look down on the subcharts. We have the top subchart is a false breakout stochastic. So you see the yellow dots there. That represents a very strong bullish move during that wave 3. So what in effect what's happening is the stochastic's trying to come back out of that overbought zone, but it fails and it turns back up again, and we're getting those false breakouts. There's some special measurements that we make to actually make those dots, because you know, we don't want those one-hit wonders, but that denotes that. So when on the wave 4 we pull back on that price action, the stochastic pulls back and crosses over in that oversold zone against what is a really strong bullish trend. The likelihood is it wants to return to that main false breakout in the overbought zone. The next, we have a bias indicator here, and that just gives us the bias, whether it's bullish with the green dots, or neutral, or in fact if there's red dots, and that's on a higher time frame. So it looked on the higher time frame, and you can see during the wave 4 we went to neutral, but then as we started to move away from this wave 4 pivot, we were bullish. Then we have at the bottom here, we have our Elliott Wave oscillator. So this is an oscillator that, you know, we will look from this wave 4 pullback to pull back between 90 and 140%. You see here this crowning on this oscillator is just in that criteria here. So we take from the highest point of the oscillator during the wave 3, and we look for between 90 and 140% on the crowning of that during the wave 4. So that all looks pretty good, and that's what starts to set you up a good trade. Were there other trading opportunities? Absolutely. But we'll just go through this Elliott wave first. So we get the wave 4 pullback. So not only does it find support in this amber zone, and that amber zone represents an 80% probability that it's going to go on and hit that 5th wave target zone. And this target zone prints as soon as the wave 4 prints. Okay, so it gives you an idea to look for those, the risk to reward from that wave. Stop just below the wave 4. The entry is breaking this blue moving average. That's a 6-4 moving average high, and that's a conservative entry for that 5th wave, and that's what we'd probably do with Forex. And as you can see here, that entry was just above here, just when it went through the next day. So if I draw that line on here, just above here, so this day here just literally tried to get through, but it didn't, and then the next day we pushed through it, and that was our entry. The stop is just below the wave 4, so that blue line there is the entry. Because the previous day pushed up, tried to push through the 6-4 moving average high. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And then the next day we just enter just above that high there to get us in the trade. Stop below the wave 4. Risk to reward is around about 1 to 1.6 into that target zone. To measure that risk to reward will be very simple. Use the fib extension. We'd click just below the wave 4, second click on the entry, third click on the entry as well, a little bit further along, and then we can just adjust that to give us what they are. And to be honest, a risk to reward with a 5th wave move has to be above 1 to 1.6. Okay, so we'll just put those on. So we're just going to add, we're going to adjust that to 160. We're going to add another one there. We're going to adjust that to 200. And then I'm going to click OK, click Apply. And as you can see here, that risk to reward was 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. So that was it was a clear, got a lot of clear air. We were actually 1 to 1.6 to the previous high in the wave 3. So great risk to reward there. So you've got fresh air. The wave 4's performed well. Not only has it found that linear support in the amber zone, the non-linear support in the 55 moving average, and just tipped that 89, gives you a lot of confidence here that we can actually go long and look for that target into that zone. You see, I tipped that zone there, and these are fib levels that work out these automated 5th wave target zones. So this was a great trade, and this was, this entry was end of April 2021, and the end of that trade when we hit that target zone there was July. So that's a long-term swing on Forex. But what about the other trading opportunities? What about the xBratAlgo? The xBratAlgo is part of that platinum bundle, and this is where people say, how do you get in the wave 3? How do you get in that long-term trend reversal? So look at US dollar Japanese yen in 2020 on the way down. Beginning of 2021 may have found a bottom, but you don't know that. We start to move through both the 55 and the 89. Then we get a 6-star, a 5 and a 6-star buy signal. So again, this is the Ninja Trader version, guys. So I'm just actually moving around the chart is a little bit different to other platforms, so I just have to remember how to do it. So you see the 5-star here where my cursor is just above there, and then the 6-star. So one thing is we're through those Ema Clouds. The next thing is, you see the green triangle where my cursor is flashing now? That is the Divergence Cloud. That is the confirmation for these xBratAlgo signals. So we need signal and then confirmation for these xBrats. Okay, so they're breakouts, trend reversal type signals. and that was the trade there. So if I just draw a line again, this is the Divergence Cloud confirmation. So our entry is going to be above that there. Okay, so we get the 5, the 6 star buy signals, but we don't go until we get the confirmation from that green triangle, and it starts to print this big Divergence Cloud. So it then pulls back, finds support at the Ema Cloud. This has got to give you a lot of confidence now. Comes back through the entry, back to the cloud, and then goes for it hell for leather. So this is how you get in early on those trend reversals. And then when it pulls back on the wave 4, you measure that behaviour using the Elliott Wave indicator suite, and you trade that 5th wave. So 2 great trading opportunities for longs on US dollar Japanese yen during 2021 using that Platinum Forex trading bundle, because the different signals and confirmations from the different indicators look at different times in the trend, different trading styles, so the signals are continuous. You just have to be patient, and those longer term moves on Forex can be very, very valuable. Where is the stop, you may ask, for these? We look to actually go to the previous pivot, that wave 2 pivot just below there, as a conservative stop for that xBratAlgo signal, or in fact just below the Ema Clouds there as well would be a fantastic stop as well, because if it comes back below those Ema Clouds, that was a false breakout and it's going to come back down again. But then what gives you more confidence as this trade progresses up here, the false breakout dots on the stochastic down here start where my cursor is, start to form. So that's a really strong bullish move. Now the best thing to trade this is when you've got that wave 3 and then you get this stochastic down arrow here, you're probably better taking off your long from that xBratAlgo and allowing this wave 4 to perform, because it may break the rules for the wave 4 and continue to go down. So take your profit, wait for the wave 4 to pull back. All the measurements with the Elliott Wave oscillator, the bias indicator, the false breakout stochastic, the probability pullback zones, everything works brilliantly. Everything works well in this case. We get that entry, so we're actually only putting at risk probably half of the winnings we got on that trade from earlier in the year. Then it goes all the way and hits a 5th wave target zone there. So another great trade. So 2 big swing trades for 2021 on US dollar Japanese yen using that Forex Platinum trading bundle. However, also if I just take that risk to reward off a second, I just want to show you something. We get another 6 star buy here. So we're already in this 5th wave move. We get a 6 star buy. Again, we don't get the Divergence Cloud confirmation until this point here. This really, for me, is an opportunity to add to my current position. I've got a pivot here, a pivot on the 6 star buy, so I've got a double top. If that is broken after my Divergence Cloud confirmation here, I'm going to add to this position. Look what happens. We're going, hits the 5th wave. So there are ample opportunities to get those trades on trend reversals using that xBratAlgo or even the harmonic pattern. We then trade with the trend with that when we have a profit taking wave 4 pullback, and I've explained how to do that. And then during that 5th wave we can add to that, because remember the 5th wave and Elliott Wave sequence is the highest probability move. So we're already in this. Then we get another 6 star buy, then we get a confirmation for that. I'm going to add to that position, and that position goes all the way and hits, you know, really does hit our target zone. Again, getting out when we get that red arrow going down from the stochastic there. Are there other trading opportunities? Maybe. At the moment the Elliott Wave has printed a 1-2 for a bearish move, so we could be looking, if it breaks this wave 1 pivot, we may even get a 6 star or a 5 star buy, a sell on the xBratAlgo to go short. Now we may be once it's, you know, reached that 5th wave target zone, a lot of the times we either go corrective or in fact we can have a trend reversal, and that xBratAlgo will tell us that, will give us a signal. We'll wait this time for a red arrow pointing down to give us that confirmation, and we'll go short longer term US dollar Japanese yen. So hopefully this helps, guys. This is a really great trading bundle. This is the Ninja Trader version. It's available for a lot of other versions, but if you're a serious Forex trader and looking for those, especially for those longer term trades, the Platinum bundle is for you, because it can be used for short term 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute type trades, but also these are longer term plays using the Elliott Wave, the xBratAlgo, the harmonics. You're getting confirmation from that Divergence Cloud. You've got the bias indicator. There's lots in there, lots of trading opportunities on multiple time frames. So hopefully this trading tutorial helps you understand a little bit more on how to use that Forex trading bundle.